Going over to question 16, of course, we start with the prompt whenever possible. And here the prompt says, we need to conform to the conventions of standard English. In other words, it's a grammar question. The soundtrack to this film expressively captures the clashing cultures that happen when its two protagonists meet. Featured through the film are songs from this band, the Indian composer, and the Mississippi blues musician. So, looking at the answer choices, we're seeing whether or not there should be an apostrophe on its and protagonists. So, let's go over apostrophes. Apostrophes are generally used for possessives. In other words, my single friend's boat is nice, but my multiple friends' boats are nice. The thing to notice is you have the singular word before the apostrophe. So, that single word is visible before the possessive ever comes into play. Same thing here. We have the plural word that's visible before there's any possessive that we're even talking about. There is a major exception, though. The word it, it apostrophe s, is reserved for the abbreviation it is. So it can't also be used for the possessive form of the word it. The possessive form of the word it gets no apostrophe. It's an exception to the rule because possessives normally get apostrophes. So the example is the dog ate its food with no apostrophe, even though, yes, the food belongs to the dog. So coming here, we see that there's this film and it captures the clashing of cultures that happen when the film's protagonists meet. So, because we're talking about the single film, the pronoun does need to be singular. So, we are seeing a singular pronoun, the word it, and the possessive form of the word it, as we just said, gets no apostrophe. So, we can get rid of A and C. A and C would say, the soundtrack to the film captures the clashing of cultures that happens when it is two protagonists meet. So A and C with that apostrophe would not work. Now, do we need an apostrophe on protagonists? And I would definitely say no, because we're not talking about the protagonist's baseball cap or the protagonist's shoes or the protagonist's attitude. There's no possessive going on with that word. So nothing's belonging to the word. And so we wouldn't put an apostrophe there. And so the answer is D. It's got no apostrophe on it and no apostrophe on protagonists.